I'm Gaurav from the 2016 batch, and I would be speaking on the topic if research was able to provide a solution to one healthcare issue, what it would be. See, now with the ongoing COVID-19 pandemic, it has exposed the issue that our present modern day medical science does not have a cure or a solution to each and every healthcare issue that the world faces. Of course, it has been able to find a solution to many of the communicable diseases and the non communicable diseases. And for those for which we do not have a cure, we have simply found out palliative management techniques. But we are still lagging behind in the management of cancers, many of which don't have a surgical or a medical cure. We have non communicable diseases, including the mental disorders. Then we also have the viral diseases, especially the newly emerging Ebola virus, the Marburg virus, the Epstein-Barr virus, which is, we all know, is tumorigenic. So, something that I would suggest that our research needs to find a solution to would be a cure against mutating virus. And why do I say so? See, we do not have a cure at present for COVID-19. We do not have a cure at present for HIV. We do not have a cure for respiratory syncytial virus and many other viruses. Now, what is that common string which connects each one of them? See, these viruses have a very peculiar property. They are self-mutating. Okay. So what happens in that is, even if you administer some drug, okay, against some particular antigen which is present on their surface or within their cell or within themselves, what they do is they'll be temporarily responding. They'll stop replicating. And we may think, there's a temporary clinical cure. But later on, do we realize that they have actually mutated and they have been able to bypass the drug. Okay, so they have developed some kind of resistance. So these viruses, according to me, two possible solutions exist. One could be a self-adapting vaccine. See, at present, what happens is whenever a viral strain, say for example, a new influenza strain came in because of some mutation, what we do is we take up the antigenic sequence, we feed it, and we bring about specific antibodies that are only working against it. Now, when a new strain comes, the same vaccine will be deemed useless. So we need something like a self-adapting vaccine, like a one-time vaccine, which when injected, say that vaccine is meant to be for influenza vaccine, is meant to be for influenza virus. Once when injected, irrespective of how and in whichever way it mutates, it's able to adapt itself. The antibodies or our immune system is able to adapt itself in such a way that it's able to produce appropriate antibodies. Okay, so that could be one solution, self-adapting vaccines. And second thing would be an immunity boosting technique. Okay, so I would like to share a technology which they had tried out in 2019, and it was called something as Crispr-9 Caspase-9 technology. Okay, so what they did was the scientists took up mouse cells and human B lymphocytes. Okay, they took up the cultures. They created cell entry ports. Okay, they excised certain DNA fragments, and then they inserted certain DNAs from outside, which when introduced into the B cells, okay, will stimulate antibody formation against the target. Say for example, we want to produce antibodies against HIV. So once they injected it, what happened is 15 to 20% of the cells out of the culture were able to successfully take it up, repair the DNA and incorporate the hybrid DNA. Okay, incorporate it and become hybrid. But the only drawback or the only pitfall was that this thing was only applicable or only working for 21 days. After 21 days, it required a reintroduction. So it's a temporary cure. Okay, and now, so therefore we need a permanent cure. Okay, something which will boost our immunity in such a way that it actively adapts to the incoming antigen. Okay, and the same thing, okay, it can have a multitude of uses, several uses. The same technology which when brought into existence could be used for cancers, because we also know that certain cancer strains or certain cancer cells, initially they'll respond, again they'll become resistant. The same technology could be used for bacteria, certain multi-drug resistant bacteria like the Staphylococcus aureus. Again, so anything which brings about active adaptation of our immune system, be it the humoral or the cell-mediated immunity, such that it's able to bring about an effective response to eliminate it, okay, would be an effective cure or a solution to majority of our healthcare issues. And that would be all from my side. Thank you.